Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. So in today's video I'll be highlighting some terms used in the fashion design industry and their true meaning. So if you're a beginner, and some of us that's been in this space for a while now, and there's some words that we just get used to without even knowing their true meaning. So if you're a beginner, this video is for you. And if you also fall in this category of people that just get used to words without knowing their true meaning, this video is also for you. So guys, let's get started. So the first word on our list today is a fabric. What is a fabric? A fabric is a material or textile used to make a clothing. So fabric is what basically we use to make a clothing. What I'm putting on right now is a fabric. So an example of a fabric, we have the Ankara fabric, we have the silk fabric, we have crepe fabric, we have lace and the rest. So all these examples and more is what we call a fabric. Next we have a pattern. So we used to hear a pattern making, pattern drafting and the rest. So what does a pattern mean? A pattern is a template or a guide used to cut fabric pieces on a fabric to ensure it fits properly. So basically, pattern means when you have to sketch on a pattern paper, when you have to like take your measurements and drafting on a pattern paper and not directly on the fabric. So the usefulness of a pattern paper is probably to avoid mistakes on your main fabric, so you don't just make mistakes on your fabric. And also there are some manipulations we do on a pattern paper that we won't be able to do on the fabric. So we have like the dart manipulation and the rest like that. So basically that's the work of a pattern and pattern drafting. So next on our list we have the seam. We hear seam a lot. So what does seam mean? Seam is the line where two pieces of fabric are stitched together. So when you stitch two pieces of fabric together, that line that we make is called a seam. So as you can see here on this sleeve of my dress, I have a seam. This line I have here is a seam. So joining your sleeve to your bodies is a seam. So we have also a side seam that joins the front bodies to the back bodies. So this is a seam also. So that's basically what a seam means. So next on the list, we also have the hem. So when we hear hem, what does hem mean? Hemming and the rest. So hem is the down part of every clothing you make. So if you're making a dress, the down part of your dress is a hem. On this sleeve here, this part, this down part is a hem. So we also stitch, you just fold your hem together to give it a nice finishing. So on this sleeve they already folded this to give it a nice finishing. So that is what a hem is called. Next on the list we have that. So I think this is the most popular word for me. I don't know about you, but for me that is very common in the fashion industry. So but sometimes what does that truly mean? So that is used basically to give us fittings in clothes. So we don't put that in a free dress. We only put that in a fitted dress or a top or whatever we are making. So the usefulness of a dart is just to give us fittings. So we have different kinds of darts. We have the normal dart, we have the princess dart, we have the armhole dart, we have the chest dart. So there are different forms of that. So I think we'll be talking about that in probably another video because it's a very wide subject to talk about that and the rest. So if you are interested in that, in a course that, just comment in the section below and we'll get to do something about teaching us about more about that. So the next on our list we have fit. So what does fit means? Fit is how well a garment conforms to the body. How do you get a fit in a clothing? So when you take the measurements of the person you're making the clothing for or for yourself, just make sure you like go through with that exact measurement. Some people they tend to like put extra inches or subtract some inches, so it doesn't give a fit by that. If you want a fit, you try to, if your bust measurement is measured 34, try to use the exact 34 inches for it. So if your hip measurement is measured 40, try to use the 40. So we'll get a fit by using that. So the next on our list is stitch. So what is a stitch? So stitch is the act of sewing fabrics together using various types of stitches. So when we sew fabrics together, it is called, we sew with a stitch. You need a stitch to make a cloth. So you sewing, the act of sewing one piece to another piece is a stitch. So we have different type of stitching. We have the zigzag stitch, we have the straight stitch, we have different type of stitching. And if you'd like to know more about the different type of stitching we have, you can also drop a comment in the comment section. I'll do something about it. So the final word I have on my list is a sketch. What is a sketch? A sketch is a hand-drawn or digital illustration of a clothing design. So what does it mean? A sketch is when you want to make a clothing and you have like an inspiration, or you just want to do something with your pen and or a pencil and a book. So you just pick up those items and start drawing. So on the fashion industry, we don't call it drawing, we call it sketching. So a sketch is what you use your pencil to draw, or there are digital illustrations or making a sketch on your iPad, on your phones, and the rest. There are some apps that allow you make a sketch. So if you're interested in knowing about those apps and links that help you with sketching, I'll just tell me in the comment section. I'll be dropping some apps I know and some links that will really help us to make good sketches. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you found this video informative and insightful. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Try to encourage us on this journey. And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please hit on the subscribe button. It is totally free. You can share also to others you feel like should also know about this. And if there are other terms you feel like, oh, you need to know more about, you can also drop them in the comment section below and we'll also get back to you. So guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.